ConcernedApe just announced a huge Stardew Valley tournament featuring the best speedrunners and biggest content creators, all competing for a prize pool of over $40,000. In case you missed his tweet, here is the official trailer. Now, I'm obviously super pumped for this competition because I get to commentate alongside ConcernedApe, but I want to introduce you guys to some of the other talent that is in this competition. Team Sandy's Candies is led by the Habu. You guys know him from my channel. He's been in a bunch of competitions. He's a very talented Stardew Valley player. Someone I am super excited to have in this competition is Lil Simsy. Besides just having over 1 million subscribers on YouTube where she posts a lot of stuff from The Sims, she is just a fantastic person and she's going to be a great addition to this competition. Brandigan, by the way, of course you know from my YouTube channel as well. He is best known in the Stardew Valley community for his slime videos, as well as being better than me at Junimo Kart. Fuzzarino also makes great informative Stardew Valley content on YouTube, and she's just a very welcoming person when she streams over on Twitch. Our second team is Pierre's Cherries. I had other perfect rhymes, I just thought that was really funny, and I ran with it. This team is led by Cordite89, another fantastically talented Stardew Valley player who specializes in min-max runs, where you try to get the most money in the least number of days possible. You'll recognize Wallagug from my channel as well. He's got a bunch of great commentary-style videos. And you also know Mr. Penguin Panda from my channel, and he has covered a bunch of stuff from 1.5. Lee Chatone is another awesome Stardew Valley streamer who has a bunch of different fun challenges, like trying to get 100 cows as quickly as possible. Pam's Yams is led by Piano Addict, who is recognized in the Stardew community as another great speedrunner. Albino Liger took part in the last Twitch Rivals event, and he is again another very talented player. Shawnee Doo is a very high energy streamer who is also kind of famous on TikTok because he looks like Harvey. And Matthew McCleskey makes hilarious animations, similar to the ones that I've posted, but a lot less creepy and a lot higher quality. And finally, we have Krobus's Crocuses. This team is led by King Nooblet, who has a variety of speedrun world records, and also on this team is Blade. Blade is best known for his Stardew Valley predictor, and he also comes up with a lot of the different routes that are used in speedruns. Also on this team is Sharky Games, who I'm sure you'll recognize from his Stardew Valley playthroughs, as well as Therm, who has a great variety of well-edited content. I am just massively excited for this event. I mean, this is so much talent from the Stardew Valley community all coming together to show everyone what they've got. Not to mention that this is really just all of my friends coming together to share in a great experience to entertain a lot of people. Now, I'm sure you're wondering what exactly are these challenges and how is this competition gonna work, so let's get into that. I came up with a list of over 100 different challenges that explore all different parts of Stardew Valley. Each team of 4 is gonna have their own beach farm that their team will play on, but all of the teams are gonna be competing at the same time. Each of these challenges is worth a different amount of points based on how difficult it is to complete, and all of our competitors are going to have the 2 weeks leading up to the competition to decide how they're going to want to tackle these problems. So here are those challenges, which funnily enough, this is also the first time that any of the competitors are seeing these challenges, so they're probably scrambling like crazy right now to try to figure out their strategy. In no particular order, here are the challenges. You can finish the crafts room, the pantry, the fish tank, the boiler room, the vault, or the bulletin board bundles in the community center. Each of those are worth 10 points. You'll also get an additional 10-point bonus if you're able to finish the entire community center. If you then take it one step further and make it to Ginger Island and find a golden walnut, you'll get 15 points. If a team goes to the egg hunt and between all 4 of them, they're able to collect every single egg, then they will get 15 points. Or if any of their players win the ice fishing contest, they'll get another 15. If anyone from the team is able to dance with an NPC at the flower dance, they'll get another 15 points as well. I should also mention that for challenges like start dating an NPC for 10 points, that's any individual person on the team. If they are able to start dating an NPC, then their team will get those 10 points and then they can't get any more points from that. For example, if all 4 people on the team started to date an NPC, that would still only be worth 10 points. They'll also get another 10 points for entering Caroline's tea room. They'll get 5 points for giving Harvey a coffee while he's working, 5 points for giving Pam a pale ale, 5 points for giving Alex a complete breakfast, 5 for giving George fried mushrooms, 5 for giving Kent a roasted hazelnut, 5 for giving Lewis an Autumn's Bounty, 5 for giving Penny a poppy seed muffin, and they'll get 25 points if they can give a loved gift at the Feast of the Winter Star. They'll get 10 points just for talking to the dwarf for the first time, 10 points for cooking their first dish, 10 points for baking cookies, and they'll get 15 for making a pale broth. Once someone from their team reaches level 50 in the mines, they'll get 10 points, and they'll get another 10 points for reaching level 120. If they go to the Skull Cavern and get all the way down to floor 100, they will get 25 points, and if they choose to get a Galaxy Sword, that's another 10. Crafting a staircase is worth 5 points, completing a monster eradication goal is worth 20, you get 10 points for eating a magic rock candy, and you'll get 5 points if you sell a fire quartz. There's also some good fishing challenges, such as catch a fish with a fiberglass rod for 5 points, catch 10 different fish for another 5 points, catch 24 different fish for 10, 15 points for having a colored fish pond, and 10 points for catching a fish that is exactly 15 inches long. They'll get 10 points for catching anything in a crab pot, 10 points for catching a tricky octopus, 15 points for catching a legendary fish, and then they'll just get 20 points if they can reach level 10 in any skill. If they fill a small coop with 4 animals, they'll get 15 points, and if they fill a small barn with 4 animals, they'll also get 15 points. If they use a coop to hatch a dinosaur egg, they will get 10 points, and if they name a chicken Eric Baroni, they get another 10 points. I'm giving them 5 points for naming their pet something funny. I think that's going to be subjective, but I'm just excited to see what they come up with, and another 5 points if they get a horse and name it Sprout. At the end of the competition, we're going to look at every team's collection log, and they're going to get 1 point for every single item shipped that they have filled in. Players will get 5 points once they've upgraded a tool to copper, they'll get another 10 points once they've upgraded one to iron, another 15 points for gold, and then 20 points for upgrading to iridium. If they go to the night market and get a pearl, then they will get 10 points, and they will get 10 points for selling a golden pumpkin. They'll get 10 points for collecting any items that fall off of the train, and they'll get 10 points if they collect a golden scythe. They'll get 5 points for both returning Robin's axe and for finding Linus's basket, and they'll get 15 points if they get a singing stone. Wearing a green turban is worth 10 points, or obtaining a trash hat is worth 5. If they claim the skeleton mask from Marlin, they'll get 10 points, or 10 points for crafting a recycling machine. They'll get 5 points if they hang up the painting Boat, and they'll get 5 if they hang up the pyramid decal. If they're able to obtain 6 of the 8 rare crows, then they will get 15 points, and if they buy a top hat from the casino, they'll get another 15. They'll get 5 points if they buy a lucky bow from the Hat Mouse, and they will get 20 points if they own any of the warp obelisks. They get 10 points if they forage anything that is iridium quality, they get 5 points for putting a butterfly hutch in their house, and they get 5 points for sleeping in a Fisher double bed. If they buy a void egg from Krobus, they'll get 15 points, 15 points for harvesting a star fruit, or 10 points for buying the star drop from the Stardew Valley Fair. 5 points for completing a help wanted quest, or 15 for a special order. This one I really love. They'll get 10 points if everyone from their team hops in the pool at the spa at the same time. They'll get 10 points if they talk to the old mariner, who is the guy who sells you the marriage pennant thing, and they'll get another 10 points if they win a hand of Calico Jack. If they swap out their basic TV for a plasma one, then they will get 5 points, and if they put a hat on a sea urchin, then they will get another 5. They'll get 5 points for putting a decorative trash can in their house, 10 points for crafting 30 items, or 15 points for shipping 100 of a single crop. Whenever they enter the secret woods, that's worth 10 points, and fulfilling one of the trash bears requests will be another 10. The last few that I have here are under a category that I've called evil in my notes. You get 5 points for hitting Evelyn with a slingshot, you get 10 points for putting sap in the luau pot. If you give Haley a prismatic shard, you get 10 points. If you steal the mayor's purple pants from Marnie, then you get 10 points. You'll also get 10 points for talking to Lewis while wearing those pants. And then finally, Ode to Joja. If you hang up Joja wallpaper in your house, you'll get another 10 points. And then of course, finally, whichever team has the most gold in hand at the very end of the challenge will receive a bonus 20 points. Now, there's also going to be a couple of different challenges that I introduce every half an hour into the challenge that teams won't know until they get dropped on them. There's going to be 5 challenges in total, and each one of them is worth 50 points, which I'm hoping is going to tempt players away from their predetermined route and risk it for the biscuit. This entire event is going to be hosted on my stream at twitch.tv/UnsurpassableZ, where I'm going to be joined by ConcernedApe watching over everyone's point of views. But at the same time, everyone else is going to be streaming their own point of view, so if there's one person in particular you want to watch, you'll have that option. Now, I mentioned there's over $40,000 in prizes, and all of that is coming directly from ConcernedApe because he is just the kindest and most generous guy ever. Here is the prize breakdown. The team that comes in last will get $1,600 split between the 4 of them. The team that comes in third will get $4,000. The team that comes in second gets $10,000, and the winners will get $28,000. And this is my call to action right now. If you show up for any part of this event, please thank ConcernedApe for doing this, because this event would not happen without him. Like I said, this entire event is going to be streamed on my channel at twitch.tv/UnsurpassableZ on September 4th at 12 p.m. Eastern or 4 p.m. GMT. I am so excited, and I really hope that you guys are too, and I hope to see you there, because this is by far the biggest event that I have ever been a part of, and I just can't wait to see how all of my friends do. If you guys have any questions about the event, please leave a comment down below and I will address all of them, but I will see you guys on September 4th. Peace.